Hey y'all, how you doing? Back out here in the garage again. Today, not working on the Avenger. How about that? Actually, the Avenger is gone. The Avenger got traded. So, uh, did get the cooling system issues fixed though, worked out. So, uh, if you have one of those cars, be aware they're very, very hard to get them to bleed. Do yourself a huge favor, get yourself some ramps. Okay, it doesn't matter, plastic, steel, whatever, new, old, just get the front end up in the air, okay? And that's like the best way to get the air out of the system. Crank the engine up, turn the heat on, let it run, and get that thermostat to open, get the air out. And then that son of a gun will run relatively cool. Okay, but today, working on, yep, Grand Cherokee. No, this is not mine. This belongs to my parents. And what I'm going to do is I've got to drain and refill the both front and rear differentials and the transfer case. Now, these are underneath are completely identical to the Durango. So if you've got a Durango, it's the same exact thing. The only real difference between these and a Durango, of course, is the bodywork and the wheelbase. The wheelbase on these on the Grand Cherokee is shorter, whereas the wheelbase on the Durango, as you can see, there's my wife's right there. Got a set of wheels in the back. Tell you what, I'll show you the wheels. Okay, these are actually for my daughter's half-ton Dodge she bought that she's got now. These aren't the greatest wheel, but you know what? They're pretty darn good. This is just an aluminum wheel with the plastic chrome cover. Okay, so, and as you can see, little corrosion here and there, but it's nothing real bad. Gave a real good price on, got a real good price on these. And they're 20 inch by 9, and they are a 5 on 5.5 inch lug pattern. So that means 5 lugs. There's 5.5 inches between them. Okay, Chevrolet. Ford's used that lug pattern on their trucks for a very long time. Dodge used that lug pattern on their trucks. I think they switched in 86, 87, maybe 85. I'll have to check my books to make sure. I've got a book that tells me all of that. But let's get back to the Jeep. All right, Jeep. Very simple. Just a drain and refill. But for some of you, you may not know where to get. Let me get a light. See a little bit better. But for some of you, still battling the bronchitis, so it'll be a long procedure. Anyway, yeah, got a light. Now I'll show you where to drain it from. This is, of course, the front. So we're gonna get on the front differential here. And as you can see, there's the differential right there. And let's see, let me put the light up here so we can see a little bit better. Okay, back here, let me move that light. There we go, that's better. All right, you see the 2 Allen plugs right there? Okay, you got one right here, okay? You got one there, and you got one down here below it, right here. So those 2 Allen plugs are the ones, that is the drain, and of course this is the fill up here. So that's what you need to focus on, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and drain this one, and I'll try to let you see what I'm doing here. warn you if the camera falls. I apologize. Let's see. Alright, what size does that take? I've already done this job on my wife's Durango, but it's been a couple of years ago when I did it. Now these take, see what size is that? That is a 8mm, which I think the 5/16 is really similar in size. Yep. Just takes a little bit of muscle there to break it loose, not a whole lot. Wow, that looks really good. Look at that. Nice golden look to it there. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Of course, you want to keep up with the drain plug. The drain plug has an O-ring on it. It's not real super high tech or anything like that. It's just a simple little setup. But right there's the drain. Well, slip the grip. But you can see right there, it's got a little O-ring on it. So we want to take care of that. We don't want to damage that. Okay. And there we are. We're draining the gear oil right now. So I'm going to crack open that upper one to keep this sort of glug, 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 glug from happening. Okay? Be right back. Okay, y'all. We're back. And I'm back here at the back end now. The front up there is just about drainage. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the fluid is just dripping out. Here on the back end, we'll have to set y'all down. But just a little bit of force. There we go. Not much. So just okay, there we go. Now the fill plug is right up here. So yeah, it's right up there, and that's what you need to focus on. Of course, you got to get that son of a gun out, but of course we got our exhaust pipe right here, right in the way. So I'm gonna see if I can get the ratchet in there. I think I can get it in there. Now you don't have to have these bits like this. You can do this with an Allen wrench, so it's not that big a deal. Okay. You don't have to spend a boatload of money on tools. Now, this Jeep has over 100,000 on it, I believe, and that's why the folks that own this, my parents, are getting this done. They want to keep it and take care of it for a very long period of time, which I don't blame them at all. There's the there's the fill plug. The fill plug and the drain plug are absolutely identical. You get them mixed up, that's okay. It's not crucial. Yeah, now the back one looks much darker. So got that one draining now. So now we're just going to do, you see, got it all draining there. Okay, now we want to go and do the transfer case. I think it uses the same one of these, but I'm not absolutely certain. So let's go see. We're learning together. So there we are. Good old cardboard. Much nicer to lay on this than to lay on the ground or like in gravel. I've done that. It's no fun. Okay. Oh, let me show you one special little tool that you're gonna need. You may not have, but they're really inexpensive and they're easy to come by. It's just a little pump. This is like really, really great because you can use this in like any kind of fluid you want. I've got 2 of these, and this one, I'll probably use this one for the gear oil. I've got another one I'm going to use for the transfer case. It takes the differentials on these. They call for, I think, 80W90. I'm going to use synthetic. And they call for a synthetic transfer case fluid. I already have that. So, all right, there's transfer case in all of its glory. And yeah, this thing is mainly just a street driver, so it's not like out here bashing it through the, they're not out here bashing it through the boonies, you know, and beating the living daylights out of it, you know, climbing some mountain or something like that. All right. Okay, whoa, hold on. Now my wife's transfer case is probably, all right, yeah, there's the drain. Okay. There's the fill up there. I don't, let's see. It's that square hex plug right there. Let me see. Let me get this light somewhere where it's, see that right there? That's your fill plug. That's why that little pump is really, really handy, because you can snake that hose up there into that, and then you can pump that fluid down here, and it makes life so much nicer. And you don't have to like drop a bunch of other components and take a bunch of other stuff off. You can just focus your energy on that. So, okay, yeah, sorry, little, ooh. Okay, sorry about that. All right, of course, you know, you'll see me here. Okay, yeah, takes the same 8mm hex. Now you'll see me here using these, you know, just cheap plastic drain pans and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't, you know, to me these are like plenty good enough. I don't see much of a need in having, you know, really high-end stuff here. Okay. So that looks pretty good. It still has a nice pretty red color to it, so it's not like black and brown or something like that, you know. I've seen some of this fluid like this, and it's cooked, and it's just, oh god, it smells so bad. It's like that. It's really, really nasty. I mean, it makes gear oil smell like roses or something. It's really bad. Yeah, so, okay, I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to get back to work, and I'm going to show you a little bit more, okay? And clean my fingers off. Right. See you in a minute. Show you some more. Okay, y'all. While stuff was draining, I went ahead and wrote down in the owner's manual, you know, changed out the differential fluids and the transfer case fluids, so I'll put that back in the vehicle. Oh, and let me touch on this here just real quick, okay? Owner's manual stays in the vehicle, okay? This is not going to help you with your refrigerator. This is not going to help you with your anything in your house. So please keep this in your vehicle, okay? All right? It's not that hard. It's just people, It's not hard, okay? It's not brain surgery. All right. So we're gonna put this back in the glove box. I'm not gonna show you the glove box because, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. All right. Ugh. I'm going to get a few things out. Okay, yeah, see, there's the glove box. Oh, my Lord. So, I was trying to shut it, and it was like, it didn't want to shut, so I think that'll be okay. Okay, so I'm throwing these things away. They've been in the glove box and getting hot, and God knows how long. So, okay. Now, to fill them up is really, really simple. Just basically reverse what I've already done. I'm going to start with the transfer case. I know it's the last one to drain, but the transfer case fluid is very similar in consistency to automatic transmission fluid. So I'll show you a little bit more here in just a second. Okay, we're back. As you can see, I've got the pump in there, and we're going to go ahead and start pumping. There we go. And now my pump sticks. So, give me just a second here. There we go. As you can see, just pumping it in there. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. And easy. That's what I love about these things. They're inexpensive, they work, and they're cheap enough. You can have, 2 or 3 or 4 of these things, and not have a lot of money invested in all 4 of them. Okay. So, you can keep one for like transmission fluid, one for this transfer case fluid, and then one for like gear oil and so on and so forth. So it's not okay. So, and I had to use a regular Allen wrench on that upper plug there, the fill plug. So, and for those of you who are interested, oops, this is a new process, MP3023. Okay. So I think it takes 1.5 or 2 of these quarts. So we'll just carry on here. But this is, this is, just really good to do on your vehicles. These Jeeps like this, these are very, very expensive Jeeps. And, these transfer cases, I know, are not cheap. So, changing this out, extending the life of the bearings and all the internal gears and chains and everything that's inside here, this is like crucial. Okay. It's your money. You do whatever you want to. But I know me, yeah, I've already done this on my wife's Durango, which hers is full all-wheel drive. This, however, is the selectable, and it's got the full electronics in it and everything like that. So yeah, this is an overland Jeep. So just something you need to be aware of. But anyway, I'm going to carry on with this. The front and rear differentials, exactly the same thing. Okay, and just putting the gear oil in there, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay. Okay, y'all, I'm back and got it filled up. The little pump worked like a charm. See, you can use just a regular Allen wrench. As a matter of fact, this one has the ball socket end on it right here. So that's what you've got to do sometimes, is you got to use that. And as you can see, I'm using, it's a little difficult to get the Allen wrench in there. It's difficult to get anything in there because you do have the exhaust pipe in the way. So anyway, okay, but you get the gist of it. This is basically not a very sexy video, okay? So anyway,